It's best game show ever. On this episode, we're talking about the greatest and worst E3 moments.
E3 is the Electronic Entertainment Expo, and it is where all of the big video game companies get together and announce everything that they're going to be coming out with for the next year.
You know what E3 is? E3 is the biggest set of blue balls you can receive that's not at a strip club.
The big gaming industry event that's invite only. And for some reason, I'm never invited.
E3 is all business. It's super serial. It's a chance for publishers to make huge announcements on hardware and software and to really kind of just outdo each other.
Look at this sexy, shiny new game. Oh, you want to play it? You want to touch it? No, not for like another year and a half.
I always have to sneak in. Borrow a friend's badge, punch out a security guard, sell my body, old fashions, whatever I gotta do.
All the developers save their biggest news for E3. It's just where everyone just blows their collective gaming load all over the fans that want the industry news facial.
That is where the biggest excitement builds and the biggest disappointments lie.
The biggest E3 letdown for me was in 2009. They were doing the Beatles rock band game, and they brought out Ringo and Paul McCartney. They kind of come out mumbling to themselves, and then they're like, oh, this game is like awesome, it's great, you should play it. We are great, we're the Beatles, like, oh, and then they just walk off.
The PS3 announcement has Hirai screaming Ridge Racer into the night.
Ridge Racer!
And then they also brought on Yoko Ono. Of course, like, I don't know why you would ever bring her onto a Beatles thing, because she's known as like the destroyer of the Beatles.
They announced the PS3 with a game that they said both was historically accurate to actual Japanese battles in history, but also had battles against giant crabs. It was a little unfocused.
Man, it's Beatles rock band. That sells itself. And then you made it uncool by having Ringo and Paul do nothing and then somehow involving Yoko. Like anybody wanted that.
Anything that Peter Molyneux has ever said. When they first came out with the Kinect, Peter Molyneux was feeding his kid Nigel, what was his name? Milo? Silo? Whatever. Milo. He was feeding him a piece of paper and the kid was reading a piece of paper. Where's that technology, Molyneux? Where is it? It's not here? No? Oh, okay, because you're a liar.
I bet the fish think you're a monster.
The biggest E3 letdown wasn't a press conference. It was when the ESA decided to ban all of booth babes. Like, okay, do you not want fries with your burger? Do you not want beer with your pizza? Like, you want pretty girls with your video games.
Was when they showed the trailer for Killzone for PlayStation 3, they said it was all in-game footage. The game looked freaking amazing, when in reality, it was no in-game footage.
And then they took away the big party that was E3 and turned it into the Business and Media Summit. And then the actual E3 show floor was held at like a mini airport, and you could literally walk the entire show floor in 15 minutes.
Christian's mind in 2005 was blown. A decade later, games still don't look like this. And they said this was not pre-rendered. Total lies. So disappointed.
When I was working at G4 and we decided not to go to the Microsoft press conference.
I was supposed to be in the Microsoft giant presentation.
Now this was the year Microsoft decided to go Oprah on everybody and was like, look under your chairs. Bees. Just kidding. A free Xbox 360 Slim for everyone. Everyone who went got one.
Everybody gets an Xbox Slim. You get an Xbox Slim. You get an Xbox Slim. You get an Xbox Slim. Do you know who didn't get an Xbox Slim? This guy. Because I decided to be a good leader who wanted to be there with his team, who had to spend his own money to get an Xbox Slim.
I guess the greatest E3 moment for me was when they showed all that actual gameplay footage from Beyond Good and Evil 2. Oh wait, no, that didn't happen.
It was Sony's press conference. It was when Kevin Butler came on during their press conference.
Because every gamer is a true gamer.
And gave this amazing speech about gaming and really like got everybody in the crowd going.
And though we may pledge fanboy allegiances to different flags, deep down inside we all serve one master.
And so this was just a good speech to be like, hey, let's just take a step back, enjoy that, and bask in that beauty.
And his name is gaming.
Okay, so my favorite moment was when they revealed Half-Life 3 in an all-new Source engine. Oh wait, no, that didn't happen.
If I could have anything announced next, I got a good idea. Games for any of the systems, guys. How about that? How about any games?
A formal apology from Nintendo, just saying, look, we're sorry for the Wii U. We know we fucked up big time. Here is, we'll call it the GameCube 2. Get away from the Wii name and still sorry for the Virtual Boy.
Usually there's some titles after the launch titles, but not so with the Wii U, not so with the Xbone, not so with the PS4, nothing. How about some games, guys? That's the business that you're in, I think.
A new console from Nintendo. I'm thinking they need to make a competitor to the Oculus Rift and Sony's Morpheus, and we can call it the Virtual Boy 2.
Any more motion control. I don't want to see a grown-ass man standing on stage doing this anymore.
If I could have anything announced at E3, it would probably be a new Uniracers. You know, what with all these Kickstarters and reboots and everything, we're probably gonna see a second one.
Like, that's so inappropriate to watch, let alone do.
I've been going to E3 for a long time, so my opinions are pretty valid.
And there you have it, gamers. We want to know your favorite and most disappointing E3 moments, so leave a comment here. And subscribe now, because next Wednesday, we're continuing our E3 discussion with E3 etiquette. And if you want to hang out with us live, make sure you follow us on our new Twitch channel at twitch.tv/bestgameshowever.